Two students planning a project. Hi, Maya. We need to decide our research project topic before the seminar tomorrow.
Yes. I first thought about student transport, but two other groups are already covering buses and cycling.
Then maybe we should focus on student use of the library. It is academic, but still easy to observe.
I agree. We should make it more specific, though. What about the study area inside the library?
That works. I considered the computer rooms, but another group is looking at online learning, so the study area is safer.
For data collection, should we interview people?
Interviews would give useful detail, but they would take too much time. A short survey would be quicker.
Good point. We can ask 10 questions and collect answers near the entrance.
The first draft must be ready by Friday. The final version is not due until next Monday, but our tutor wants to see the draft earlier.
I can write the background section. You said last week that you wanted to explain the methods.
Yes, I will write the methods section and describe how we collected the survey results.
For the presentation, the graphs should be simple. We do not need very detailed charts or bright colors.
Agreed. Clear bar charts will be better than complicated diagrams.
How many photos should we include? I took 6 yesterday.
6 is too many. 4 might still distract from the results. Let's include only 2 photos.
Fine. Our main conclusion should focus on student behavior, not the building design.
Exactly. The furniture is interesting, but the project is really about how students use the space.
Where should we meet again, after collecting the survey answers?
The library meeting room may be full. Let's meet in the cafe at 3 o'clock.
Good. I will bring the survey results, and you can bring the draft methods paragraph.
Tutor giving assignment feedback.
Thanks for coming in, Daniel. I have read your assignment on urban transport.
I was worried it sounded more like a housing essay because I mentioned apartment blocks in the first paragraph.
That part is only background. Your main topic is clearly urban transport, so that is fine.
Good. What did you think was the strongest part?
The examples were the strongest part. Your structure is acceptable, but the examples from 2 cities made the essay more convincing.
I thought the introduction was okay because the title was clear.
The title is clear enough, but the introduction needs a clearer argument. At the moment, it describes the topic, but does not say what you will prove.
I can fix that. Should I add more quotations from the articles?
Actually, you use too many quotations. Try to paraphrase more and only quote when the exact wording is important.
Right. I used several websites. Is that enough?
Websites are useful, but you should add one more academic source, such as a journal article or book chapter.
I also wondered if the statistics section was too long.
Keep the statistics section. The part you should shorten is the history section, because it delays your main analysis.
For the results, I was planning to add a long chart with all the survey numbers.
A long chart would be hard to read. Use a simple table with only the most important numbers.
What should I do with the conclusion? I mainly repeated my main points.
You can briefly repeat them, but the conclusion should also mention future research.
I can revise it by Friday.
I need to check it before then, so please send the revised assignment on Thursday.
Okay. Should we meet in the library again?
The library is too noisy this week. Let's meet in my office after lunch.
Thanks. I will revise the argument, reduce the quotations, and add the extra source. Group presentation planning.
We need to finish our group presentation plan today. The topic is renewable energy, not climate change in general.
Right. Climate change can be background, but the presentation must stay focused on renewable energy.
How should we start? I thought about opening with a personal story.
A story might be interesting, but it could sound informal. A short definition would be clearer.
I agree. We will begin with a short definition, then move to examples. Which part should I explain? I could talk about social benefits, like jobs. Jobs are useful, but I think you should explain the environmental benefits, because that links better to the introduction. Okay, I will do the environmental benefits.
I can prepare the section about costs. Maya, you already have the introduction and conclusion.
Good. For the case study, should we use the factory that installed solar panels? The factory example is too technical. What about the local school that changed its heating system?
That is easier for the audience to understand. Let's focus on the local school.
Should we include a video of the school building? A short video might help, but it could take too much time.
I agree. We should not use a long video. A photo will be enough.
About the slides, I used 3 colors in the draft. 3 colors look busy. Can we keep only 2 main colors?
Yes, 2 colors will look more professional.
When should we practice? Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday is too early because I need to finish my part. Wednesday would be better.
Wednesday works for me. Also, each speaker should talk for about 4 minutes, not 5, or we will go over time.
Fine. Aisha, can you check the references? Yes, I will check the references. Maya, could you check the final slides? Sure. I will check the final slides and make sure the order is clear.
Great. Then we just need one practice session before the seminar. Students choosing a research topic.
We need to choose our research topic before Friday. We listed student sleep habits, social media use, and study space preferences.
Sleep habits could be interesting. Another class discussed sleep last year, but their project was about exam stress, so ours would still be different.
My concern is that questions about sleep may involve health or medical information. We should avoid collecting sensitive details.
Then what about social media use? It is relevant to nearly every student.
It is relevant, but it might become too broad unless we focus on one app.
I am more worried that students may not answer honestly about how many hours they spend online.
Good point. Study space preferences would be easier to measure. We could find out why students choose particular places to work.
Yes, let's choose study space preferences. It is practical, and we can collect the data on campus.
Agreed. How should we collect the information? We could interview students individually.
Interviews would give detailed answers, but speaking to enough students would take too long.
What if we use a short questionnaire, and also observe which study areas are busy?
That gives us both opinions and actual behavior. Let's use a questionnaire and observation.
Which places should we compare? The library, the student cafe, and the computer room?
3 places may create too much data. I suggest comparing only the library and the student cafe.
Fine. The library and cafe are also very different environments.
Who will ask the tutor to approve the topic? I can send her an email tonight.
I have a tutorial with her this afternoon, so I can ask her directly.
That will be quicker. Daniel will get the approval.
Now, how long should the questionnaire be?
Perhaps 10 questions.
10 might discourage people from finishing it. 8 questions should be enough.
Agreed. I will prepare the first questionnaire draft, and Maya can design the observation sheet.
No problem. Should we observe the 2 places for a full week?
We do not have enough time. 3 days will still let us compare busy and quiet periods.
3 days is manageable. We can observe in the morning, at lunchtime, and in the late afternoon.
When shall we meet again to check the materials? Wednesday afternoon.
I am working on Wednesday. Thursday afternoon is free for me.
Thursday works. By then, I should also have the tutor's approval.
Great. We will meet on Thursday afternoon and begin collecting data next week.
Seminar preparation discussion.
We need to finalize our seminar on urban green spaces. Have you thought about a title?
I wrote down parks and public health, although that may sound too narrow.
What about nature in modern towns?
That is clear, but greener cities sounds shorter and more memorable.
I agree. Let's use greener cities as the title.
How should we begin? I found a short video showing a crowded city street.
A video could take too much time. We could display a photograph instead.
What if we ask the audience a quick question about how often they visit a park?
An audience poll would involve everyone immediately. Let's begin with that.
Fine. After the poll, we need evidence. I downloaded a council report, but some sections are quite technical.
The language can be simplified. The bigger problem is that the report was published 9 years ago, so its figures are out of date.
Then we should not use it. I found 2 newer case studies, one from Leeds and one from Bristol.
Leeds is closer to our college, which might make it seem relevant.
True, but the Bristol study contains data from last year. The Leeds figures are 5 years old.
Recent data will make our argument stronger, so let's choose Bristol.
Good. We also need someone to explain the research methods. I can do that if necessary.
I designed the survey summary, so it would be easier for me to explain the methods.
That makes sense. Daniel will cover the methods, and Maya can introduce the case study.
What will you prepare, Aisha? You mentioned finding photographs.
We already have enough images. I will prepare the charts for the results section instead.
Great. For the slides, I was thinking of using 4 colors to separate the sections.
For may look untidy. Could we use a maximum of 3 colors?
3 will still separate the sections clearly. Let's agree on 3.
Now we must check the timing. The seminar slot is 15 minutes, right?
15 minutes includes 3 minutes for questions. Our complete seminar must therefore last 12 minutes.
So each of us has about 4 minutes. We need one final practice as well. Is Friday afternoon possible?
I have a laboratory class on Friday. Monday morning would work better for me.
Monday morning is fine. We can practice at 10 in the library discussion room.
Before we finish, which room has been booked for the real seminar? I wrote room 240.
That was on the first timetable. The department email confirms room 204.
Room 204. I will correct it in our notes and send everyone the final schedule.